Jimmy Johnson becomes the 13th driver to win the Winston. It's the 5th win in the All-Star race for car owner Rick Hendrick. 3 by Jeff Gordon, 1 by Terry Labonte, and now this one by Jimmy Johnson. Dick Berggren.
Well, Bobby Labonte, you passed a pile of cars tonight, 21st to 3rd position. Tongue hanging out of this race car?
No, these guys build good race cars. I tell you, I wish we had a few more laps, but this thing's coming on strong, and had a really fast race car. This Interstate Battery Chevrolet was good last night in practice and tonight too. Just that starting position got us, and it's kind of a gamble, I mean, Kurt got to 2nd, I got to 3rd, and he was 10th, and we were 9th on the start. So it's a good run for us, and congratulate Jimmy out there for winning the $1 million. But we had a good car. Looking forward to next weekend.
Nice run. Well done. Matty?
Well, Dick, Kurt Busch, you came home 2nd. What'd you say? Coulda, woulda, shoulda?
Yeah, there's so many things that go on as far as strategy in this race, and we just went, I guess, to the wall. We just put it up high and put it on the wood and had a good run with this Ford. I mean, it was tough beating those cars that were out there, and the 48 car is a car to beat every time you show up at Lowe's, and the 18 was quick tonight, and it was a lot of fun to race that way. I mean, you just put it up on the high side. There's things you can't do during the 600.
They should change the rules to give more money for how many cars you pass.
That's the first thing I said. Otherwise, we would have came out on top with that. It's a testament to the way the crew works and the way that this team is gelling together and the way that we're able to build cars and put them on the racetrack so I can put my foot to the floor and run strong.
Kurt Busch comes home 2nd. Mike?
There'll be one to reckon with for the Winston Cup. Let's have a look at the Chevy winning moment as Chevy congratulates Jimmy Johnson and the number 48 Monte Carlo on tonight's All-Star win. Another reason why Chevy says wherever there's a winner's circle, we'll be there. Steve Burns in victory lane right in front of all the fans.
But Jimmy Johnson, boy, what an effort. Tell us how you won that race.
Great race car and great work from everybody on the Lowe's Home Improvement race team. This is Hendrick Motorsports. This is the stuff they give us every week, and it's just up to us to try to make the best of it. And today we got everything right. We worked real hard at it. We juiced our head a little bit and didn't win that 2nd heat, and track position was everything. I was trying to take care of my stuff when I was out front there in case a late race caution came out, but luckily we went green the whole way and we were in good shape.
Jimmy, what does this win mean to you, and how do you celebrate $1 million? What do you spend it on?
I don't know. I'll tell you probably Tuesday when we get everything figured out, but this is incredible to have the Power Pride paint scheme on the race car, supporting our troops, supporting the USO. I want to thank all the employee owners at Lowe's, and there's nothing like winning at home, and this is going to be very special for the whole Hendrick Motorsports organization and this Lowe's team.
It's still smoking, by the way.
Yeah, I blew the rear tires out of it, and I think I broke another engine doing donuts, so we'll be all right.
All right. Congratulations.
Jimmy Johnson is the 11th Chevrolet driver to win the Winston. Kurt Busch in the Ford finishes 2nd. Bobby Labonte, Joe Nemechek, Michael Waltrip in Chevys.
2 teams put 6 cars in the top 10. Hendrick and Roush.
Co-owner of that car, Jeff Gordon, in the midst of the victory celebration with Rick Hendrick, his partner, and their driver, Jimmy Johnson. NASCAR's All-Star tonight. Including the segment bonuses, here's how the payout ran. This is not in the order of finish, it's in the order of money won tonight in the Winston. A $1 million winner, a $1.6 million junkyard of wrecked race cars. Tonight's Winston had it all.
Yeah, and Chad Knaus doesn't know how many new friends he's going to have till he wakes up in the morning.
Jeff Gordon gets to celebrate a bit. 8th place as driver, but winning co-owner with Rick Hendrick.
Thank you. Where's Charles go?
That's $1 million smile. Well, what a night. Stock Car Racing's All-Star night certainly lived up to its billing. A little crashing, a lot of thrashing. Somebody goes home with $1 million. Everybody goes home having gotten their money's worth.
That's exactly why I got my money's worth. It was an exciting night. It's a typical Winston. You leave here, some people got their feelings hurt, but some people also go home with a little cash in their pocket, and everybody had a good time.
And, you know, we talked about it in the beginning. We talked about the survival of the fastest. We talked about strategy, especially in that first segment. But I think the thing that caught me off guard, I didn't realize we were only going to have 12 cars at the end when we could have started 14. And there you see Jimmy Johnson with that check, $1 million.
Pretty good payday. It's as we look forward to the Coke 600 next weekend, right here at Lowe's Motor Speedway. We'll let Chris Myers and Jeff Hammond send you home $1 million. It's almost as much as they make.
Yeah, well, you know, Hammond earlier when they did that, we did the all-star introductions with the crews and their drivers as the Jimmy Johnson celebrates. He could do that with $1 million.
He sure can right there, Chris. Right here, you can see that boys from California. He understands about champagne and caviar just like you do.
The kid from California. You acted like Ryan Seacrest on that stage tonight with the drivers and the crew. You had a little crew chief flashback. I want to know what you think of this. It's a radical departure from what we see, but it's the same drivers, the best of the best. And what do you think of this format? It certainly was entertaining and unpredictable.
We talked about entertainment a minute ago. I just saw Rick Hendrick, who's the owner of that race car, getting drenched with a bottle of champagne. So there's no respect when it comes to the Winston. It's always wide open, no holes barred, and when you see this kind of format, it's exactly what the fans want to see. Excitement, unpredictable situations occur, and right now we see a lot of emotion going on, and that's what the Winston's all about, emotion.
Yeah, third at Daytona, best finish for Jimmy Johnson this year, but sixth in points. Of course, this is not a points race, but he gets $1 million, and he does win real quick. Bill Elliott sitting upright in the care center, taken to Northeast Medical Center with a foot injury, and of course the 600 next weekend on Fox.
Well, all those things are going to kind of be interesting as far as Bill's concerned, because hopefully the injury will not affect him in a 600-mile race next week. We just came off of the survival of the fastest. Next week's going to be survival of the fittest, because 600 miles, you've got to have a lot of strategy, a lot of patience. You've got to know how to work with this racetrack. It's going to be going start the race next week during the daylight, finish it about the same time next Sunday.
Yeah, and 4 times a driver has won the Winston and then the 600 the same weekend. Darrell Waltrip the first to do it. Jeff Gordon, the co-owner of Jimmy Johnson's car, the most recent to do it. And we'll watch Robbie Gordon next weekend, too, doing the double. Indy 500 then at the 600. Tomorrow, the racing continues with the Busch Series live from Nazareth on FX. Jason Keller looking to defend his title as NASCAR continuing across the Fox family of networks as you enjoy in the background the fireworks. Our McDonald's drive-thru championship, the pit crew, you saw them introduced tonight and celebrating with Jimmy Johnson tonight. We'll keep an eye on this next weekend on Fox here from Lowe's Motor Speedway and the Coca-Cola 600. And NASCAR fans, be a Grand Marshal for a day. The contest returns next week at the Coca-Cola 600. Tune in the first hour after the green flag. Look for the secret number on the animated car. Log on to NASCAR.com or FoxSports.com. Enter the number for your chance to win, and you could be there at the 2004 race at Rockingham. Coming up next, NASCAR fans, you get the latest officially licensed NASCAR products by tuning in to NASCAR Fan Shop. Coming up on the FX, little QVC shopping, more entertaining programming headed your way from FX. The Stars were out on an all-star night at the Winston. Survival of the fastest and survival of the toughest. The best of the best. A dirty dozen was all that was left when they raced the final segment for $1 million, and Jimmy Johnson cashes in big time, his first win of the year. Dale Earnhardt Jr., who went home early, said Tony Stewart was going to give him a ride home in his helicopter. We're going to ask Dick Berger to give us a ride home in his chariot. Rolling us here. We'll see you next Sunday on Fox from the Coca-Cola 600. Thanks for being a part of NASCAR on FX and the Fox family of networks. Have a good weekend. Take care.